And welcome, everyone, to a WCC chat. I'm Andy Katz. Pleased to be joined by Randy Bennett from St. Mary's in Moraga, California. Randy, before we get to last season, and we're going to look at the next season, let's first deal with, the Bay Area was obviously on lockdown before a lot of parts of the country. So this has been going on, I guess, really almost a month now. Tell me, what's it been like for you, life in the Bay Area and on campus and at home in Moraga?
Yeah, so it was crazy. Like, we got home from that tournament on Wednesday, and rumblings started about, hey, they might cancel a tournament, not the tournament, like maybe a conference tournament, and then they started happening, and then by Thursday, NCAA tournament was, we went from playing against Gonzaga for the championship to that in that 36 hours. So it was just crazy. And then we've pretty much been in lockdown since then. It took a few days for everybody to sort out everything. The school had to sort it out. All the colleges had to sort out what they were going to do. Most of them tried to get the kids off campus. It just kept growing and growing and growing. And here we are, and we don't know this thing. So we're learning how to manage it. And I think that's all we're doing. We're trying to manage it the best we can and do our due diligence about trying to shelter in place and make sure it doesn't get spread. And I think we're all concerned, but we're all also, we want to, get back to having our regular life.
All right, so let's look back. I have a great memory of that Jordan Ford shot to beat BYU. When you look back at what this team was able to accomplish, what do you remember most about their contributions, especially what Jordan Ford meant to the Gales?
We were tough, and I think that BYU game kind of epitomized this. So we were tough. It was a tough game. It was a gritty game. One of the grittiest games I've coached in. And then Ford hits the winner at the end, and BYU was gritty too. But Ford and Malik really carried the load for us offensively. And Ford was our leader for sure, all the way. And he just had too much belief, too much toughness down the stretch. I mean, his last 8 games of the season, 7 games, whatever it was, were incredible. He was rolling at a level I don't think I've seen one of our guys ever roll at. And that's why we got to where we did.
All right, so let's play the what-if game. You guys would have been in the NCAA tournament, and I think you would have had a decent seed. What do you think could have happened with this group in the NCAA tournament?
We could have played with a lot of teams. We could have beat a lot of teams because we had, some holes inside as far as defense and just a true low post scorer. We could have gotten beat too. It would have. You know what would have really been key is who our matchup was. Like, if we got the right matchup, we could have beat a really good team. I don't even like thinking about it because it was tough not getting to play.
All right, so let's spin forward. So no Ford. Malik Fitz puts his name in the NBA draft. Let's assume, hopeful, we've got our season to start in November. What will St. Mary's look like next season?
We were just talking about that as a staff. We return a lot of guys that played for us. We lose our big scorers for sure. We lose Ford, we probably lose Malik, and we lose Tanner. But I think our young guys, I like our young group. We got a lot back, but we don't have our scorers back. But we have some young guys who should turn into like an all-league guy, like Fotu and Dukas. And it'll be a fun summer, fall, trying to figure out, put the puzzle together. But it's a tough, good group of guys that are kind of old. They're not that young.
Well, Randy, I appreciate you taking some time. Be safe, best to your family, and hopefully sooner than later we'll be on the other side of this.
Likewise, feel free to have me on again. I'm bored to death.